Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everybody.
Joe here.
Kevin.
Last week's episode of Godless. Very somber start.
Yeah, but I loved it. I love this
I thought
setup.
it was awesome. I think
Yeah.
tonally it was very dark, obviously,
Sure.
which is something you want that in this story, right?
Well, I think most modern westerns are going to be dark. I think the day of everyone wearing bright flowery dresses and rolling
It's
through the
not
Old West.
Technicolor.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's kind of over.
Mhm.
Obviously, this is going to be a lot grittier, and I like the way they introduced it.
I did too. It's not. This is going to be a revenge tale, seemingly,
Sure.
right? And that's what you want. You want dirty, gritty.
Is it a revenge tale, or is it more of like a Last Stand kind of? I feel like it's more of a Magnificent Seven kind of story.
I kind of saw it from the perspective of the main character, the guy Roy.
Roy Good.
He's shot up.
Sure.
He's got a beef with Jeff Daniels,
Right.
So it is more of like a Last Stand situation.
Sure.
Maybe like a
I mean, obviously, one episode in, we don't know
Sure.
where
Yeah,
it's going to go, but
for sure.
I mean, there's very few paths that it's going to take, which I think is great. I love the simplicity of the story.
Mhm.
The story itself isn't that complex, right?
No.
Roy Good is hiding in this town. All the men are dead. It's mostly women, and Jeff Daniels is leading a very dangerous mob of
Scary guys.
of guys into looking for him. So there's going to be some type of reckoning and I feel like the town is where the last stand's going to happen. And we have our good guys in Roy Good. I can't remember the actor's name, Scoot McNairy and Sam Watterson, who are probably going to lead some type of resistance against them. I feel like.
Yeah.
So the story's not that complex, really, but the characters are, and I feel like this is going to be more of a character story.
And that's the
like
fun with westerns,
right.
Yeah.
Jeff Daniels, who is utterly fantastic in this
He
role,
crushed it, yeah.
he got an Emmy for this role as well. I saw.
Nice.
And then you have Roy, like he's obviously kind of the same.
Mhm.
He's seemingly a good guy, but it doesn't always look like that's the case.
Complicated.
Yeah, there's a lot of history among the women in the town, right? A lot of dark history. So yeah, I think the complexity of the characters is going to be as important, if not more so, than the actual plot of the conflict we know is coming.
Sure.
Right. As far as what we're looking forward to seeing.
And I'm looking forward to seeing more the perspective of the ladies in town as well.
Oh, definitely, yeah. It's a really different setup for a Western.
I'm into it.
Yeah, I am as well. We're going to go get started here. We want to first thank all of our Patreon subscribers, of course, for being here with us, and give a special shout out to Actuarial Lurker, Balas Foldes, Chris, Jeff, Christy Goverston, NJ, Surya Gundavarapu, and Weird Magic. Thank you so much, guys. We're very happy you're here with us.
Yes, we are. And if you guys are watching this on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel. If you mind hitting the like button for us, leave us a comment down below, and please hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on the new content we've coming your way.
If you'd like to see a full-length reaction to this and everything else we've watched or watching, please check out a link in the description below to our Patreon page on every show, including Godless. We're at least 4 episodes ahead on Patreon of where we're on YouTube, so by the time you watch this on YouTube, we should be about done, really,
Almost,
with this
yeah.
miniseries. You will have to sync and watch along on your own source material. You will only see us for copyright purposes, so you're probably going to have to watch along with us on Netflix. We're also watching 30 Rock as a Patreon exclusive.
Oh, yeah. I always wonder what role I would play in the Old West. What stagecoach driver?
Right.
That's what I want to do.
Industry, order, and respect for the constituted authorities.
So these are kind of like Daniel Plainview coming into town to take over their mine.
Big business.
Yeah. Ladies, let us do this for you. We'll give you half the money.
Stop in them hills.
He writes the most beautiful poetry. Sonnets.
Wow, the reporter's in love.
Right.
Least you could have done is put on a dress.
Why?
Yeah, they kissed his butt a little bit.
Really?
They're really trying to sell this guy. He's probably the worst.
I mean, really, it kind of does feel like there will be blood a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. I'm an oil man.
Well, he's probably the one that got shot on the train.
Yep. Yeah. Mustache guy.
Yeah.
Mr. Sloan was murdered by a vicious outlaw. This here is Colonel Farnsworth from the.
Did he just drop?
Yeah, he dropped his pocket.
He's a drunk.
How do you do?
Yeah.
He dropped his boot flask.
Of what, may I ask?
With my new head of security, Mr. Logan.
Oh,
we've seen him in a million things.
Yeah. I like the spit right before. Like, oh, this is definitely a villain.
Ladies.
Oh my god.
Is that a naked lady out there?
It was a naked lady out there. Yeah, right?
Can't show that on YouTube.
I'm just trying to do laundry.
Yeah.
By descriptions I'd read in your newspaper.
Oh, so is this the journalist that keeps writing all the weird stuff?
Was his pistol black boned in the handle?
Was it? I can't remember. Actually, no, we haven't seen his pistol. He lost it.
Did he?
Yeah. That's what he was saying. He lost in the river, or whatever.
Right?
For some time later, I saw him in our church graveyard, digging up a grave.
Oh, gross.
He took the old rags from the dirt and he put them on.
Ew. Yeah. That freaked me out, too, if I saw that.
That was a little freaky, yeah.
It was as if I'd seen the devil himself.
Lady, you have no idea.
I was going to say, like, wow, you live in a pretty rough part of the world to be this sensitive.
Yeah.
Although putting on a dead guy's clothes is that catch my attention.
It's a little
too.
extreme.
Yeah. Oh, I you probably haven't seen him yet, but he plays a pretty significant role in Game of Thrones.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think he was in Love Actually too.
Oh, the little kid?
The little kid that's in love with the girl,
Oh,
Liam
right.
Neeson's kid.
Yeah.
Both of them. He dangerous?
Just do it.
What do you do? What you do?
Hey,
Oh, Whitey. I'm really glad no one names their kids Whitey anymore.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's names that deserve to die off, you know?
Yeah, that's one. I mean, it's probably just a nickname, but still.
it's on his birth certificate, actually.
Actually, his name is Whitey.
So how long do you think Roy's going to be locked up? For a minute?
Not long.
Oh, okay, well. An episode?
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't want to know until we're done, but I'm kind of curious where they actually shot this.
Yeah, I wonder. Colorado, maybe? I don't know.
I mean, it's set in Colorado, but it's
Yeah.
probably more expensive to shoot there than, like, Canada or Utah or Montana.
Yeah, it makes more sense. So that's just going to bring it to him.
Watch her go bust him out of jail.
It'd be sick.
Right.
Yours are the necessary consequence, even in a wild place such as this.
I'm kind of with Merritt Weaver on wanting all these guys gone.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm with you.
We had dinner. Let's go.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping by.
Done.
Albert's dead. There's no reason for me to keep carrying his name about like a bucket of water. Got a brother in Missouri for that.
Oh, God.
How independent are you? So tell me, Miss.
It's a tough lady.
Yeah.
How
It's been quite difficult. As you can well imagine, a town full of ladies.
That's probably true, but like,
It's not a good business conversation. Help! She's screaming, "We need help!"
Almost everyone
Yeah, exactly.
has tried to take some advantage.
but she's like, shut up. Shut
Yeah,
up.
I mean, really, I would shut up.
to help you.
Oh man,
Hey, he's not a nice
they
guy.
have to
at all.
show us he's a bad guy.
Yeah,
right?
right. Nobody likes a guy that beats on animals.
Nope. It's also a Western trope.
Yeah.
Bill took a bullet in the hip and still managed to get up, shoot, and kill all three of Ace's boys.
St. Jennifer brought me in. He shot all three.
It's just it's eyesight. Yeah, it's just
Right up whilst they was all still shooting in him. Put 'em all down.
That's awesome.
he's gonna end up redeeming himself for sure in this.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
The folks around here, they like to say that Alice and the old Indian woman conjured up a spell that brung all the bad luck.
Effect.
Mr. Valentine LaBelle is no ordinary load, but a goddamn mountain of quartz. And you know it, and I know it, and I'd wager that there drunk pinhead you brung with you knows it. But if you don't want to talk sensibly, there's plenty other outfits we can go to.
Mr. Valentine, we do want your help.
Yeah, look at her. She's
Yeah.
like, I said, shut up.
50-50.
There you go.
That's reasonable. Yeah.
I spit one
Yeah.
corner place.
That didn't go the way you planned it, did it?
No. He was there to rob him.
He
for
was
sure.
there, yeah.
My husband Theo insisted on it.
And iron and brick comes from where? The east.
Why are you being so condescending?
Yeah.
Nails, 150 men, all here to work hard and take care of all of you.
Oh my God. That's what this is.
Yeah.
He's selling husbands.
I'm sure by now you ladies have all got to be nostalgic for the scent of a man.
My God.
This guy.
The scent of a man.
A real man.
Now, Quicksilver would take just 90% of the claim and bear 100% of the cost.
Just 90%. He said,
That's John Doe.
John Doe?
John Doe.
Yes, he was the only man to survive the accident.
Doesn't anybody know his name?
oh, wow.
I know, honey, I know.
Please. Please.
Oh,
Assuming he got really injured.
Yeah,
in the
for sure.
accident.
Don't even know his name.
How could you want to work with these
I'm
guys?
just saying, they're so shady.
I wouldn't want him in town.
We're taking everything. We'll bring some guys here.
Yeah.
We're taking it all. Say no.
Of course they're gonna look at her. Of course they're gonna say yes. She's the only one saying no.
I know.
They're gonna vote, aren't they? She's gonna be out.
Yeah.
Because the only reason I'm saying this because I think that
Everybody
they're
else
gonna be
sold.
here,
Everybody
right?
else
Yeah.
sold you. Last minute. What are you gonna do? Come on.
90% is an awful lot to give up. It's everything.
It's everything. Yeah.
I say we take the deal.
Dang. Is anybody else gonna hold out besides her?
No, it's over.
Yeah. There you go.
Well, because I just feel like these guys are going to be a part of the cast, so it's like
Probably,
there's no way they're just going to leave now.
Sure.
Like Frank might kill them all at some point.
I think so.
You know.
What I'm wondering is how Frank makes his way to LaBelle, because we know
Right.
he's coming. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
for sure. How he gets here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it wouldn't be surprising if one of these other guys tells him.
Yeah.
With all these new guys in town.
Sure. So we still have that Western trope of, it's like the man trying to keep the land away from like the evil people. Yeah, that's like a huge trope in westerns, right?
I mean, that's
The
pretty
land,
broad,
you know,
but yeah. I think his dissatisfaction with his daughter for killing her is really misplaced and stupid.
It is. I don't. You watch her. I'm out of here. Wake up.
Yeah, wake up, deputy.
Yeah. Somebody gonna get hit?
Yes, for sure.
Get out there, back up. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Listen,
Oh man.
Oh, that sucks. We've all tripped walking like
Sure.
that. Sidewalks get me sometimes.
Dang, that was embarrassing.
It is, yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay, so he is legit.
It's Whitey win.
There you go. Oh, whoa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Whitey's legit.
Whitey's good.
Yeah.
He's a good wingman.
Never mind, I take back every bad thing I thought about Whitey. He's
Yeah.
legit.
Glad he's on my side.
He just tripped. It
I know,
happens.
I know.
The timing could have been better. These guys kind of suck. We're just standing there. All these, we're here to protect
Yeah.
you ladies.
It's like 4 people with a gun. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
what do you figure he's hiding?
Frank ain't hiding, Sheriff.
Yeah, he's looking for
Yeah.
you.
He's out there spilling blood from hell to breakfast, trying
It's
to
like a
make me feel
warpath.
bad. Oh, if that someone had proper eyesight.
They're gonna go together.
I ain't buying yet.
Stop being stubborn. If someone's in your house.
About 30 guys.
Yeah.
They're very mad at you.
Fellas,
Yeah.
He's playing this awful calm.
Well, sir, the news of today is that the crybaby editor of the Daily Review was found this evening in a puddle of his own piss and brains.
I'm so nervous for this guy.
He's gonna give in. He looks shady.
Amos Green.
Maybe not. Maybe he is gonna stand up to him. I watched my dad break a horse once.
Really?
It looked, when I was a little kid, it looked really hard and violent.
Yeah. I grew up next to some rodeo grounds. I've never broken a horse.
Me neither.
I've only rode a horse a couple times, but yeah, they're intimidating for sure.
Well, that's not great.
Nope. Maybe you need some help.
Oh, yeah.
Yonder, trying to shoot some quail for breakfast.
Yum.
Oh, I'm sorry. How's that spelling coming, William?
So they hooked up, right? That's what we're getting at?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Saw that coming.
Yeah. Got it.
But I'm done with the notion that the bliss of me and my sisters is to be found in childbearing caregiving.
So we tell JD Vance.
That was good.
On the ground to fetch the army. Once
Oh,
I
yeah,
get
that's right,
them
the
on
army.
This trail, I'll meet up with them and we'll go after them together.
You believe that, or is it's like a last stand for him?
Yeah, there's absolutely no way that the army's going to help, right? That'd be too easy, you know?
Yeah.
In the
For sure.
meantime,
I mean, where he's coming from. He knows he's going blind.
Right.
Do you think he expects to come back? You think this is him
Maybe.
trying to send himself off?
boys, try not to eat yourselves to death.
It's sad that he doesn't have any attachments to his daughter. You know.
Yeah, he didn't seem to
I don't think that he doesn't love her. I think it's just like he doesn't know how to cope. He doesn't know how to handle that situation.
Yeah, and that makes sense. I don't think this is he thinks he's going away to not come back because we didn't get any type of real goodbye with his family.
Yeah. It's more about him falling then, I guess.
Yeah.
When he fell, I got to prove this to myself and to the town.
I'm still a man.
Right. Also, like, it's really impressive that the actors learned how to ride as good as they did.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, riding a horse is not easy either, you know?
I'll be back.
To sell that, to make that believable, good for them.
It's a cool shot, isn't it?
Yeah. Every time they do the searcher shot, I'm into
Right.
it, you know what I mean?
Or you're gonna be awful damn sick from a bullet in your chest.
Somebody points a gun at me, I'm like, okay, fine.
Whatever you want.
Yeah, here you go.
I don't even know this guy.
I need you two gentlemen to decide
Oh, God.
which of your lovely wives is going to visit me in my blankets.
Neither.
Of course, if you both want to come along.
This guy sucks.
I really thought he was gonna destroy that whole family there.
So
for a
did
second.
I.
Yeah. Every scene he's in, I like hold my breath
I
because
know,
I'm like, what's
He's
gonna
just
happen?
he's just like potential terror. Like,
Yeah.
he could just, like a rattlesnake, just whenever.
If I was to stay here and break them horses for you, there'd be something else I'll be wanting from you.
What might that be?
Teach me how to read.
Oh, okay. So that's why he hasn't read that letter yet.
That's so clever.
Yeah.
That's really good.
I could do
Good
that.
good reveal. Like,
Yeah.
we're a full episode past.
Sure. Well, a lot of folks back then couldn't read.
Yeah, it's true.
I like the sheriff. He's just so stubborn it drives me
He's
crazy. You know what I mean?
pretty stubborn. Definitely a good guy, though.
You're losing your eyesight.
Yeah.
Take somebody with you.
I'll have whatever's good.
Nothing's good.
I like the
You
honesty.
can't go wrong with.
Friend, Edward Solomon.
Salesman, you can tell by the way he's
Yeah.
talking already.
Wonderful conglomerate. I believe I have just the thing.
I have an elixir.
Big glasses.
Oh, that might actually be what he needs.
Try those on.
See if it actually works.
His issue's just, he's nearsighted now.
Wow. There you go. Turns out you're not going blind.
Right, yeah, you see the
glasses.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. This guy just saved the day.
Yeah.
I'm scared to see what happened here.
Okay, yeah. Oh, it's one of the guy's wives.
Yep.
Is she okay?
No, she is not.
Yeah, you suck.
Big time.
Is it just now hitting you?
Why didn't you fight?
Oh my God!
You are no man of God.
Thank you.
Yep.
He's probably gonna kill now, but he's
Yep.
right.
Yep.
It's godless country.
There's the title.
The sooner you accept your inevitable demise, the longer you all gonna live.
I can't wait till he's dead.
I can't either.
Just FYI.
You know what? Great villain, though.
Oh, great
One of the
villain.
best villains
Good
I've seen.
turn. Yeah. And these, Jeff Daniels can crush anything.
I haven't seen him crush it like this in a while. You know what I mean? Like, he's
Oh, are they on his arm?
Oh, yeah, they are.
oh.
Yeah, maybe it's time to lose the arm. Just bury that thing.
What town's that way?
He's going because the hand's pointed that way.
Let's go to Ola Grand.
Did these guys not realize they're just following a
crazy
psychopath?
person?
Yeah.
like, truly.
Yeah, it's like the finger's
Yeah.
pointed now.
Some pretty great imagery, though. Like,
yeah.
this show's awesome. I mean, it really is. Dark
Man,
as
that was
ever.
a fast hour 9.
It really was. So it's my read on the Jeff Daniels thing is he like a religious fanatic? It doesn't seem that way.
I think what they're getting
Is
at.
he trying to spite God?
I think what it was, and I could be completely wrong, but my take was that the people that attacked his family were
the
like
religious fanatics.
they were like a weird, not real sect of Mormons,
Sure.
right? Because in Salt Lake City, he's talking about the guy with multiple wives. He's talking
Yep.
about the Missouri thing.
Yeah.
Which I am by no means an expert on the Church of Latter-day Saints. I basically know what I've learned watching
Just
the Book of
common
Mormon,
knowledge,
right? Yeah. And a conversation with, I've had friends who were Mormons,
Sure.
who are also very decent people, by the way.
Roommates in college.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it was just kind of like, how Christianity has just those groups that are just not right in the head.
Of course.
Cults, basically, that
Any
fly under the flag.
any
right?
religious
Right.
or any normal person.
Right.
Anybody.
They fly under the flag of, I'm a Christian, therefore I dance with rattlesnakes and won't take my kids to the doctor so they can die of diabetes,
Yeah.
And I think that these guys were he got grabbed by a cult of fringe nut jobs that call themselves part of that religion, and that's where he is, right?
Yeah.
It's not real. There's no real religious background to what he's doing. He's just got a real bastardized sense that's been handed to him from other whack jobs. It's cult mentality that is like inherited psychosis, right?
Got that. It's just the way it's evolved and manifested in him having that speech to the immigrants at the end where he's like, there's this godless here.
Right, yeah.
You see God here. You know what I mean? And so that kind of struck a nerve too. And obviously, clearly, he's affected by what happened in his past.
Of course, right?
Nightmares.
Yeah.
I don't think a person ever escapes that.
Right. Yeah. No, he has real trauma.
And we've seen him drink quite a bit as well. So it's almost like a combination of like this thing that's been instilled in him, the bottle,
right,
and just some form of psychosis. That informs our villain, and it's a very believable villain.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not evil for the sake of just being evil.
Right. Yeah. I love the fact that we have a villain that is so complex, and because we're getting so much of his story, he's really unpredictable.
Yeah.
Because it's like there's like he didn't kill those guys at the end for talking back to him, but he's killed people for less. And it's like you just don't know what's going to set him off or what's going to, because he has this weird sense in his own head of what's ethical and what's moral.
Yeah.
And obviously he's going to follow that in such a twisted and unpredictable way.
Yeah. Back to the sheriff. Do you think that he actually is going blind? Do you think with the glasses now he's all good to go?
I don't know. When he mentioned, when he was talking to Roy, he said it started when his wife died, and I was like, is this psychosomatic? Is he like, you know what I mean? Is it in his head that he's like hysterical blindness, although on a completely different scale? It looked to me like he just needed glasses.
That's kind of what I thought.
When people get older, they lose their eyesight. I was 20/20 until a few years ago when I wasn't.
Yeah.
So. I don't know. I guess I think we'll get more backstory on him. I don't know how. Obviously, we don't have historians or even what the time frame is. I don't see the show having a long time frame in terms of like time period when the show starts to when it finishes. It's probably going to cover a couple of weeks, maybe months.
Yeah,
but it's not going to be a long. I wouldn't think.
I'm guessing a month because the guys that came to town, they were like, we're back in a month with a bunch of them. So I think we're going to see them return, obviously, with a bunch of minors.
Yeah, at least a month. I think they'll be back. How far we get beyond that, I'm not sure. But I can't see this being a story that like drags out for years.
No,
right?
No. Definitely under a year.
Right.
I think it's going to happen in a contained amount of time.
Absolutely. So we're not. And the only reason I mention is I don't know if we're getting any kind of resolution with the sheriff.
All the characters are so strong.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
Because the first half of the episode, it was his sister's show.
Right.
Like obviously, like when they had that meeting with the what do you even call that guy? The businessman, the fake. He's not fake, but he's the
I don't know. Basically,
the guy's trying to buy the mine.
Right. The guy running the mining company.
I was locked in that storyline.
Sure.
Then we shift gears. We go back to the prison. We have Roy out there. It's like this show is. It was a fast hour because it flies by. You know what I mean?
That was a really fast hour.
It's very well written, and I can't wait to see where they go with this. With 7 episodes, it seems short, but I want to see how they wrap this up.
Again, I think the conflict itself, the inevitability is pretty predictable.
Yeah.
But the path and the character arcs aren't, and that's what I'm so fascinated by.
Well, that's why you watch westerns. Right? You don't watch westerns to be like, oh, what an original story.
Right.
You know learn about
what's going to happen. You know what happens at the end of a western. Yeah.
They're pretty good character studies, honestly.
Yeah, they are absolutely. So. And there's usually like a larger thematic stuff going on, right? Mm-hmm. How many westerns were commentaries on the Vietnam War throughout the 60s,
especially the 70s?
Yeah, exactly.
Revisionist westerns, which we mentioned last week, kind of all in this category.
Absolutely. All right, we will catch you next week, guys.